Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Reddline on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends, and let's make it a great day. This is Dr. Charles. And this call is designed to start your week off on a positive note and to certainly inspire you to continue to challenge yourself in your personal leadership growth. I'm excited about that because I believe that wholeheartedly, and my aim is to encourage you and certainly to motivate you that you may be a motivator to someone else, perhaps where you work, where you live. It's important that we continue to grow and continue to challenge each other, continue to make each and every one of us better each and every day. We can and we shall be change agents for the better. Today, I want to talk about the benefits of being positive as it relates to negative experiences. Because we all face them in life. Just keep living, you'll have a negative experience. I've been reading the book by John Maxwell, Failing Forward. It's something about failing, but it's something about failing forward. Not giving up, not retreating, but to continue to move forward. And so there was this guy named Albert Hubbard. He said this: a failure is a man who blundered but not able to cash in on the experience. Sounds like someone who makes a mistake and is unable to cash in on the experience, at least for that particular moment. The question stands whether or not you will choose to continue to move forward or to stay where you are or to just simply give up and retreat. Because the only way you can get ahead is by failing, and failing often, and failing forward. You say, what in the world are you saying, Dr. Charles? I don't like failing. I don't want to be known as a failure. But in the failing, there is learnings that come with that. If you don't learn anything, as I've said before, if nothing change, then nothing change. But in the failing, we must learn something. And the process of achievement, it really does come through repeated failures and the constant struggle to climb to a higher level. But my friends, today, I want to tell you something that you probably already know, but it's worth repeating. To achieve your dreams, you must embrace adversity and make failure your friend a regular part of your life. Because if you're not failing, someone said this, you're probably not really moving forward. And so today I want to talk to you about some of the benefits of the negative experiences of failing and what it can do, turning a negative into a positive that will propel you to continue the journey. And that's what I want you to do, is continue your journey. Because you will make it, as I've said, never, 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 ever give up. And so that first benefit, adversity, the psychologist by the name of Dr. Joyce Brothers, she asserts that the person interested in success has to learn to view failure as healthy, inevitable part of the process. Notice the word process of getting to the top. And so I want to give you 5 factors that will help you overcome your negative experience. Number 1, adversity creates resilience. What do you mean? The problems that we face, and we all face them, and the ones that we overcome, what they do for us is that they prepare our hearts for future difficulties. In order to go through something, we would have been through something, and we would have learned something in the process, and it will prepare us for the next round of adversity. Resilience is something to keep on moving, to keep on learning, and to keep on with the process to get to where you're going. We must be resilient in overcoming and staying true to our calling and our goals and our objective in life. Number 2, adversity develops maturity. What do you mean? Adversity can make you and me better. If you don't let it, it will make you bitter. We want to go from bitter to better. Why? Because maturity, what it does, it promotes wisdom. And that goes back to if we don't learn from our mistakes and we don't apply another strategy or another tactic, then we will continue to make the same mistake over and over again. And what's going to happen is that we're going to become discouraged. We're going to throw up our hands and give up. But it's going to take, number 1, resilience. Number 2, maturity. Number 3, adversity provides greater opportunities. Here's an example. Going back into 1978, Bernie Marcus, the son of a poor Russian cabinet maker in Newark, New Jersey, he was fired from his job at the Handy Dan, a do-it-yourself hardware retailer. Well, this guy, if you don't know who he is, he became partners with Arthur Blanks, and between the two of them, they came together to form their own business. And they did this. They opened up their first store back in 1979 in Atlanta, Georgia. It was called the Home Depot. And today, you know Home Depot. It has more than 800 stores. It employs more than 160,000 people. The business continues to expand, and it has expanded overseas. And each year, this corporation does $30 billion. Well, why are you telling me all of this? Well, I'm sure when you think back to Bernie Marcus, who got fired from the hardware store, perhaps he could have given up at that time, threw up his hands and said, enough of this hardware business. But he linked up with another person, Arthur Blanks, and he joined up, and the rest of the story is history. I'm sure Bernie wasn't very happy about getting fired from his job, but if he hadn't been, who knows whether he would have achieved the success that he has today through this change that took place through a termination of one job leading to another. So adversity provides greater opportunities sometimes. You might get kicked out of the door, onto the curb, but get up, link up. Perhaps another door of opportunity is waiting for you to go through it. And you'll look back on your experience and you'll say, wow, we're talking about today the positive benefits of negative experiences. One more I have for you, 2 more, that is. Adversity, it prompts innovation. Think about that. When something you've tried, you failed over and over and over, or you didn't think it went the way it should have gone. But if you want to succeed, you have to learn to what? Make adjustments to the way that you do things and try again. And this is so important. You may failed at the particular situation, but that's not the time to give up. Sometimes you discover in the failing another alternative or even another altogether project that you wasn't thinking about originally, but it became real to you in this process of failing and being creative with a new innovation. Yes, it works. That last point of adversity, which is about motivation. Adversity, it motivates you. There's a story that years ago when the coach of the University of Alabama, you remember famous coach Bear Bryant, the Crimson Tide, there was a particular game that was being played with a few minutes, a few seconds left in the game, not a whole lot of time, basically, under at least a couple of minutes for sure. I don't know specifically, but they were ahead in the game by 6 points, and it appeared that the game would be shortly over, and so he called a timeout with less than a couple of minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. He sent his quarterback into the game with the instructions to go into the team huddle and advise them that with the time left that they would play it safe and they would simply just run out the game clock. But inside that team huddle, the quarterback said, yeah, the coach wants us to play it safe. But that's what our opposing team, that's what they're expecting, for us to play it safe. Let's give them a surprise. So in other words, the quarterback in the huddle decided to change the play and decided to, in his mind, surprise the opposing team with less than a couple of minutes left, up by 6 points. And he called a play, a passing play. And when he dropped back to throw the pass, the defending cornerback, who was a champion sprinter, he intercepted the ball and headed towards the end zone, expecting to score a touchdown that would put his team ahead and potentially win the game. The quarterback, who was not known for a good runner, he takes off after the cornerback and he ran him down from behind and he tackles him on the 5-yard line. His efforts saved the game. Well, after the clock ran out and the opposing coach went to go to shake Bear Bryant's hand, he said, "What's this business about your quarterback not being a runner? He ran down my speedster and caught him from behind." And Bear Bryant responded, "Your man was running for 6 points. My man was running for his life." Adversity, my friends, motivates. Nothing can motivate a person like adversity. It is so important, my friends, that you hear the expressions in negative times, lemons. What are you going to do about lemons? You're going to make lemonade. I've been talking to you about how to take negative experiences and look at the benefits of adversity, because they create resilience in you to continue to keep striving and to keep pushing. They mature you that you may be able to do better having learned from the past. They provide greater opportunities when you think that the last opportunity was enough and you are ready to throw in the towel. And then they prompt you to think outside the box sometimes, because the first way didn't work, but the last one did. My friends, it's been a pleasure talking to you on today about the ability to take something that perhaps is perceived negative, but to make a difference, to continue on with the journey. God bless you today. You've been talking with Dr. Charles. Now, my friends, let's go back to work and make it a great day.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.